Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. To bidet or not to bidet? That is the question. So the first question is, what is a bidet? How do you use it? Why would you use it? So I want you to imagine that in front of me is a toilet. But it's a little bit lower than a toilet, and it has no toilet seat. And it has a faucet, hot and cold running water. Wait, before I go on, has anybody here ever used a bidet? May I see a show of hands? Okay, are there people here who do not really know what a bidet is or what it's like? Don't be shy. Okay, so we'll just go back to this. So the water, you turn on the hot and cold water, and you get the temperature you like. And it can come in two forms. It can either come in a faucet that comes out, or it can come up from the middle and bubbles up. The purpose is to wash either the front of your privates or the back of your privates. But it does a very good job. Now, if you were wondering what else you might use a bidet for, you just pull up a chair with a book, you fill it, you put the stopper in, you sit back, and you let your feet sit in there, and next you can give yourself a pedicure. You never thought of that. You have a toddler. You know, toddlers are small. It's got a dirty face. The bidet is just the right size for a toddler's face. You take that kid, you say, put it down, come on! And you wash their face, and not only that, they can do it themselves unless they turn the hot water on, all right? Not bad. You give birth. Now, I know that's not true for all of you, but you give birth, and you have to do a sitz bath. That's where you soak your rear end to ease the pain and help healing. You just, again, plug it up, put the water in, squat over it, and you are just fine. So don't be embarrassed about using a bidet. I had always heard that they were great, and it wasn't until I was in my late 40s and we were in Spain and I had the experience. I said, oh my God, I have to have one of these. About 4 or 5 years ago, we renovated our house, and I went over to Wilkinson's. I don't know if any of you've been there. They're a fabulous plumbing supply. And they were remodeling, and they had all these samples of things that they were selling cheaply. And I bought a bidet, okay, with the faucets, with everything, for $350. And I don't know if you realize that's a very good price. And I said, but I'm not going to need, do you want me to pay you now? No. I'm not going to need it. You know, we're doing this, it'll be at least 9 months. He says, don't worry. I said, are you going to put my name on it? He says, no, I know. I just went back to check something else. This has now been, 4 or 5 years. And I said, I'm the bidet woman. He said, I know who you are. Don't worry, I know. So just in case you wondered, Americans, as you know, are very squeamish about anything to do with private parts. But at the same time, we're obsessed with cleanliness. Why don't we have a bidet? Why isn't that much more common? It's used all over Europe and definitely in Asia. Now, the Japanese took what was, they took an American product and improved upon it. Okay, so a bidet was first mentioned in history in 1710, and then again in 1750. And I don't know that it was used that much, but it was very common in the early 1900s, and it was next to the chamber pot. So, and it had some kind of pump to bring the water into the bidet. Well, the Japanese, after World War II, started importing American toilets because they preferred sitting to squatting. I prefer sitting to squatting also because it's a big deal for me to get my fat ass up and down. So, excuse me, that was supposed to be tush. I'm sorry, that was the fat tush. So, I would like to read to you one of the new toilets that the Japanese have. Indulge your senses with the following washlet S300 features. Gentle, aerated, warm water. Front and rear washing, massage feature. Warm air drying with variable 3-temperature setting. Automatic air purifier. Heated seat with temperature control. Convenient wireless remote control with large LCD panel. I think Americans are missing something here. So when you do go to Wilkinson's, by the way, ask to use their bathroom, because in the bathroom they have a $4,000 toilet that does everything. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure I will, and I invite you all to go do that. We had guests who were staying at our house for a while, and they had kids who would come visit, young kids, and I said, you are welcome to use the hot tub, but before you use the hot tub, you need to use the bidet. Well, they went in, they loved it. They loved it, and they called it, and they put a sign up that said, butt washer. And they used to come over and they'd say, oh, can we go use the butt washer before we go in? It was a great thing. So I urge you to run out to Wilkinson's, make an appointment, try the bidet, and then say, you know, I think I might need to renovate my bathroom. I don't need that soaking bathtub. I never use that, but a bidet, I'll use all the time. So I sit on the toilet. The bidet is right next to me. Next thing you know, zip, and it's facing me just the right way. Thank you. Madam Toastmaster.